Guys, it's a Monday today, so we have this Sunfyre subwoofer. The customer described the fault as that it has got a very high hum, even if there is no audio input going into it. So it's got a very high hum. It's a Sunfyre. So it came in like this, open. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna first plug it in and hear how bad the hum is, so that I can have a reference point. But when I'm looking at it already, I can see some bed caps already, so that would be my starting point. I can see here there is a bed cap, there's another here, and there is another there. Can you see my toothbrush? Oh, it's not clearly visible, but there is another bed cap there. Let me switch on my torch. Okay, so you can see there bed cap 1, bed cap 2, bed cap 3. Well, it was before, there's another hidden cap there, but I can't see clearly whether it's bad or not. So that's where we're gonna start. That's where I'm gonna start. We're also gonna check for some dry joints, loose screws, grounding screws and stuff. So okay, so let's get on to it. Okay, now I've plugged it in. I can feel the hum. Yeah, I can feel the hum. I can feel the hum. I don't know whether it's gonna be audible. There is no audio input, but there is some kind of hum. It seems to be a bit high. I can even feel the tape vibrating a bit without any audio input. So, but the amp seems to be amplifying, because I can feel the woofer there. I can feel it. So turns out the issue with the Sunfyre was mostly these capacitors. Remember these capacitors I was pointing at before. Then after checking this, after checking these caps, I also realized there was some dry joints on this mini board here. You see there is a board here, 1, 2. So on this board, at the top here where it connects, there was some very loose joints, and it wasn't contacting properly, and there was some dried up glue which was lying on top of the contacts. Maybe it was contributing to the hum. So what I did is I cleaned it up, and I used some thin wires there to make contact. I removed the pads, because the pads looked like they were a bit damaged. So I removed the pads and I used jumpers. You can see some of them there, 1, 2, 3, a few jumpers there that I used. And then here also, you see, it's actually this here on the where there's jumpers is supposed to be like this, protruding outwards. So now it couldn't protrude because I put some jumpers. So what's left here? Okay, then power it on first so that we listen to the hum, whether it's there or not. I actually powered it on before there is no hum. So maybe you can feel the comparison if I put my phone inside, because last time I put the phone inside, but I haven't listened to the videos, so probably you, my listeners, are gonna be able to tell. Let's hope so. So now there's no hum, and even on the table, I was feeling some terrible hum. So now the hum is gone, but still, even if I put my signal here, you can feel the speaker. I hope you can feel it. You can feel the speaker. Okay, so I think you were done. What's left is for us to put some glue there, because with the woofer there's a lot of vibration. So if you leave that mini pod resting like that, it's probably gonna vibrate and end up shifting or tearing off. So let me put the glue and close it, then I think we'll be done after that.